Okay, can you tell me your names?
Valerie
What's your last name?
Thinner, Valerie Thinner.
Valerie Thinner.
And James Munford.
I'm Hassan Ali.
And I'm Basim Ali.
Randolph Hardy.
Full name?
My name is Shazette Serena Bird.
My name is Frederick Jenkins.
Yes, and how long have you been together?
13 years.
13 years. And how did you meet?
Well,
Explain to him, baby.
you explain to me. You drugs.
We was in recovery,
Yeah.
and we was at a meeting, and I was sharing about me having a virus and me losing my children and stuff like that. And he was the greeter, so I walked up to him and said, "I would love to wake up with you in the morning."
Mm-hmm.
And we've been together ever since.
We're married.
Yeah, you're married.
Yeah.
How long have you been married?
5 years.
For 5 years. How did you meet?
You really want to tell you how I met?
Yeah.
You like? I just came home from prison,
Yeah.
and this is funny. And I was going to a park, to the fake, where the people be at.
Loveport.
Love Park.
Yeah.
And I seen this guy hitting on her. I just seen him fighting.
Yeah.
And he hit her. And I was like, why are you doing that? So everybody told me, this is his girlfriend. So they told me, mind my business. You right. So, a couple minutes later, he bit her.
A couple of days later.
He bit her?
A couple days later, I saw him again.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and I seen him bite her. And then hit her with a crate. I said, yo, y'all saw that's his girl? He said, yeah. So I said, I said, excuse me, sir. From now on, that ain't your girl no more. She my girl. And he was like, what? I said, you beating on her like that. She ain't your girl no more.
Mm-hmm.
I told her to come on, go with me. And she came with me. We've been together since.
Then after a while, she told me that she had the virus. I said, I already knew that. So what that mean?
Mm-hmm.
That ain't turning me away, nothing like that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I already knew it. It's just her story. You know what I mean? And like I really wasn't looking for no relationship because I said I broke up with one. And but she was strong. You know what I mean? That's what I needed in my life. So after that.
How long have you been out on the street together?
About a month.
Yeah.
About a month.
Since I came, well, no, not since I came home. We had a place. We was living with her Aunt Betty for a while. So actually about 3 years.
I wouldn't say 15, 20 years, nothing like that. I'll just say 4, 5, 6 years.
I came in here at the end of February,
Mm-hmm.
so like 6 months.
I've been living on the street off and on for 10.5 years.
How did you end up on the streets?
Well, actually, we had a little place, you know what I mean, and the finance was too much for us, you know what I mean, because the guy wanted to pay $5.50 a month, you know what I mean, then we had to pay the electric, the gas, and then we had to buy oil heat, you know what I mean, and then you want to give us the water bill, so it was too much, you know what I mean, we were only living on her income, and I was doing little jobs here and there, and so what happened, so we finally got into it. My cousin, he was having a little problem with his wife, so she had left, so, one hand washed the other, so we went to move with them, for us helping them, but now, since they got this up together, we got him a little job, then his wife came back, and now we got to move.
Right.
At the last minute, We had nowhere to go. They got our money. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? That's family.
Yeah.
I mean, and like, and then I know they said the law, they gave us 30 days. But we need more longer than that. You know what I'm saying? You know, but we did what we had to do. We went up downtown. I went to look for a job, like she said. She stayed downtown, you know what I mean? I still worried, you know what I mean, because I know if anything would happen to her, you know what I mean, strange to her, strange to me, don't know nobody down there, you know what I mean? But some people was nice and they looked out for her when I came back and whatnot, you know what I mean? Then we just prayed on them. So happened when I came, you ready to say home? When I came back, and she was in, she was telling me that when our friends that came past was walking by and seen her. And she asked her what's going on, and she told us about this place, so that's how we got here.
And they welcomed up with open arms. Miss
Yeah.
Brenda is so, her and Miss Jackie, they like they knew we was coming, which they didn't. The way they welcomed us, I mean, it was like a whole relief.
That situation there is something that I brought on myself.
I was living with a girlfriend of mine, and we started getting high, start gambling, start not staying home, start fornicating with other women, and me and her broke up, and that's how I got here.
What kind of drugs?
Cocaine and marijuana.
Cocaine and marijuana. So that ended you up out on the street.
Yes.
Yeah. Are you working at all?
No, I'm not working right now.
You're not working at all. Are you still using?
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't want to use no more, though.
You don't want to use no more. So you said that you were going into treatment?
Yes, I'm trying to get into treatment.
You're trying to get into treatment now?
Yes.
Okay, and how long have you been using?
Since I was 18.
Since you're 18, how old are you now?
37.
You're 37. Okay.
I ended up on because I did 15 years in prison.
Yeah, what were you in prison for?
And aggravated assault, attempted murder.
Yeah.
I put myself in a predicament where I thought I could handle, but then again it got a little out of control. You know, I come from a good family, you know, middle class, and I choose to go a different route.
I ended up in the street when the day I had my son, my mom kicked me out.
The day you had your child? Yeah.
The day my water broke.
The day your water broke. And why did she throw you out?
Because she didn't want no children. She didn't want no baby in her house. And I didn't want to burden her with that. And because she didn't want me. But the reason she had me, thank God, because my father wanted me.
You know, thinking that I'm a stronger person, thinking that I can handle this, I can handle that, which I know I couldn't.
Okay. And how does that make you feel when you tell me that your mother is actually the one who put you in the street? How do you feel about that?
I feel I was hurt, and I still am hurt. But it was some of the things I know what I done.
Yeah. And where's your child?
My son Billy, who was 17, he stayed with my cousin. My daughter that's 13, she stayed with my aunt, and my baby Trinity, she stayed, well, somebody adopted her.
So you can't be with your children. How does that make you feel?
I feel motherless.
You feel motherless. You know. You said you have a virus. You're talking about HIV. Yeah. And how long have you had HIV?
13 years.
13 years. So you had just gotten HIV when you met him. And how did you feel when you found out?
Lost.
Lost?
Lonely.
Yeah.
I stayed to myself a lot. I was real isolated. Very suicidal.
Yeah.
You know, I've been in and out of mental institution, you know, for a long time.
Yeah.
You know, and I kept it to myself for a long while, and he didn't know how to break me out of it, so he did some research, and he started saying he knows some HIV groups and stuff like that I might can attend to open me up a little bit.
Right.
And that's what I did for a while. I was doing the HIV group, so We the People, stuff like that, down on Spruce. And I kind of got used to the fact that I have it. I got to live with it. You know, I wasn't angry at people.
Right.
I was just more angry at myself. You know, because
What were you angry about?
I didn't know what to do.
Yeah.
You know, when they told me that I had it, I had got raped. And the guys who raped me, when I went to court, the judge said for me to go get myself checked out. And when I went and got myself checked out, I was positive. And I've been living with it ever since. You know.
What about life on the streets? Are you using drugs on the streets?
I used to use drugs,
You
yes.
used to use drugs. What were you using?
I was smoking crack cocaine.
Yeah, and you're clean now.
Yes, I am.
How long have you been clean?
I've been clean now for 6 months.
For 6 months. Congratulations.
Thank you.
That's very
The
good.
only, I mean, they used to sell in City Hall. I bought stuff out of City Hall. And I smoked in City Hall. Didn't care where I smoked at. I didn't care what I had to do to get it. Yes, I tricked. I didn't feel good about it. But I wanted that next hit. And I had to do what I had to do.
So you were prostituting yourself?
Yes.
Yeah. For how long?
I did that. I was 13 years old when I first started.
You were 13. How old are you now?
I'm 36.
36. Are you still prostituting?
No.
No? Good for you. Very happy to hear that.
I stopped prostituting. Excuse me. I stopped prostituting at the age of 18. Because at the age of 18, I got raped by 14 guys.
You were raped by 14 guys.
I was gang raped.
And have you had any medical problems because of that?
What do you mean, medical?
You've been tested for HIV, hepatitis?
I thank God that I don't have any HIV, that I don't have any sexual transmitted diseases. I'm so happy.
Good for you. I'm very happy to hear that.
Thank you.
And how is it for you living on the streets with HIV?
For a while, I definitely stayed to myself a lot. You know what I mean? Because, you know, a lot of people was ignorant to the fact of it. You know, and I was more afraid that I was going to get sick than anything.
Yeah.
You know, especially when we had all that rain and, you know, he had to go to work and was leaving me down there by myself sometime or try to go look for a job and leave me down. I was more afraid that I was going to get sick and he come back, I'd be dead. That's the only thing I was thinking about. And my clinic was right down there on 12th and Locust, Philadelphia Fight. That's the clinic I go to. And we just said, as long as we don't pick up a drink or a drug, we'll be all right. Just let's hang in there together.
Faith in God.
That's
you
all
know,
he kept
just
telling
pray.
me.
I believe in God. You know what I'm saying? You know, there's only one God. I don't care if there's a whole lot of religions, but there's only one God. You know what I mean? And I, you know, pretty much have faith in God. I leave it all in His hand, and that's what I try to tell her. You know what I mean? Just pray on it. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? He'll look out one way or the other. You know, sometimes he might not hear a better way. You know what I mean? But something always happens for us. You know what I mean? Just like I said, just like how we got here. I mean, this is the first time we ever been on the street.
How is life on the street for you?
Rough.
Rough?
Because I don't know when I'm getting my next meal. I don't know when I'm going to take my next shower. I don't know who's coming out that day to feed us. I mean, on the streets, I'm alone. I got to fend for me.
Because I can't sleep the way I want to sleep.
Yeah.
Can't go in the refrigerator like I want to. Can't turn the TV. Can't stretch out. Waking up early in the morning when I don't want to get up. Gotta walk around with no money. And I can't wash up the proper way I want to, like stay in the shower a long time if I want to. Can't be comfortable.
Yeah.
It's not a comfortable position to be homeless.
Differently.
Differently.
Yes.
What do you mean different?
Some people treat you nice like a human being. Some people don't.
Yeah.
You know, some people on the streets are still prejudiced, and some people not.
Yeah.
So you know, it's fair.
Yeah.
You know, 'cause I don't get upset when they say something wrong to me or that. I don't do that no more.
Yeah.
Now a long time ago, first would have cursed at me and told me to get away from him, I probably would have did something to him.
Mm-hmm.
But now it don't bother me. I just let him go and finish. You know.
Good.
Yeah. The general public, they treat you well.
Yeah. Because one thing about me, I may get high, but I keep my appearance up because that's the way I was brought up.
Right.
You would never see me dirty on the street. Never. Because if I would walk around like them guys out there, filthy, greasy, no straightness, I would call 911 myself and tell him to come lock me up. Because, man, please lock me up because I can't live like this. I'm doing bad.
Kind of fair, not good, but kind of fair. I mean, if I don't know you, I mean, if you don't know me, you won't be like, how you doing to you?
Mm-hmm.
But no disrespect, I'll say hello. But
Yeah.
if you know me, the people that know me, we like get high partners.
Right.
Some people I get high with is okay. The people I don't know, I just say hello to them. But the people in my circle, you know, we talk. I ask them what they about to do. They say get high.
Yeah.
If they ask me what I'm about to do, if I'm getting high, I tell them to come along. It all depends on how much money I have.
Okay. How do you get money for your drugs?
Work.
You work.
I do like odd jobs.
Yeah. So, how often are you using?
Well, I mean, if I have money, I get high. But if I don't have it, I don't go out and do nothing for it.
Are you working?
I don't work.
You
I
don't
have
work.
seizures.
You have seizures. Are either of you working at the
No,
moment?
not at the moment, no.
No, it must be hard because you were working.
Yeah.
Okay, but it must be hard for you being a couple, being on the street.
Mm-hmm.
How does that work for you as a couple?
How can I put it? The love that we have for one another.
It's just we both gotta just have the strength. You know what I mean? We both is one. You know what I mean? We gotta. I mean, like I said, it was our first time, and it seemed like it was real too bad, but it was bad that I wouldn't want it to happen again.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But if we didn't big at each other, or I want to go this way, she want to go that way, or I want to go drink, or I want, you know, we just stuck together. Like I said, you know, just prayed. You know what I mean? Stuck together. You know what I mean? That's how we've been together so long. You know, everybody had the ups and downs, you know what I mean, disagreements and stuff like that, but not all that bored out, you know what I'm saying? Talk, okay, honey. You know what I mean? Never go to sleep angry, you know what I mean? 'Cause
We pray together every morning, every night.
That's
Every-
awesome.
And
Even here, we lay down, we hold each other's hand, and we pray together for each other, my family. And I just got my children back.
Yeah?
They was around the corner
That's
all the time. I brought them here. Miss Brenda and them, they met them.
That's wonderful.
yeah, we stayed with them on the weekend.
Yeah,
we watched the grandkids.
It's
you know.
awesome. It's awesome.
Yeah.
Miss Brenda is such a wonderful lady. I mean, once God gonna make a way for us, and I would love to be there for her too one day to help her to open up another place like this for some other people like us in this
Or just
position.
be there to
I
share.
would love it.
Yeah.
Or let somebody know our experience going through being homeless and coming to a place like this. It's wonderful.
There's a lot of help we got out here. People just don't utilize it.
What is the worst thing that anyone has ever done to you while you were on the street?
Wow. What did that mean? What
I
did,
can say the worst thing someone done to me.
Yeah?
no.
My daughter's father hit me in the head with a pipe.
Yeah, I almost killed her.
Bust my
Hit you in
head.
the head with a plate
A pipe
pipe.
while she
Pipe.
was asleep.
while you were sleeping?
The worst thing that happened to me, actually, I don't know. It's calling me a nigga don't bother me. But a white guy, when I asked him for some change, you know, he said, no, you stupid homeless nigga and all that old stuff. So it didn't bother me. It don't bother me. So actually nothing.
Worst thing someone did, I think, was when they told you don't come back to 18th Street.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, someone told you not to come back to 18th
Yeah,
Street?
somebody told me don't come back, and I don't appreciate nobody telling me not to do something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? and he threatened. He threatened me, and I went back to him. You know,
Right.
It's 3 years.
and then I did 3 years for going back doing something to him.
Okay.
So-
So, that put you back in prison.
Yeah, so I don't.
Okay.
So now when people say stuff to me, it don't bother me. I just let them
Yeah,
go. Yo,
just let it
okay,
roll off.
Have a good day.
being hit in the face and being disrespectful by people that don't know me, like being hungry and want to ask somebody for something, but they look down on you, so you feel ashamed.
I really, for real, Ron, I really can't say any unkind thing somebody has done to me because I never had myself in a predicament. You know, because I'm a private person. I'm a quiet person. I'm always by myself. I don't socialize with a lot of people.
Yeah.
You know, because I'm dealing with problems of my own. You know, and the problems that I'm dealing with, I don't like to bring it on to somebody else. My burden, my sorrow. You know, I'm dealing with it myself. You know?
Yeah.
I'm depressed all the time. I'm stressed. I don't take nothing for it because I'm dealing with it. I have to get myself out this hole.
Right.
Looked at me like I wasn't nothing. And I was,
So you felt invisible.
yes, very.
You feel invisible.
I mean, because when I was in City Hall, I used to sleep on the benches. And when people walk past and see me, when I be woke, and they walk past and see me, they give me this look like, ew, why is she laying on the bench? I'm not helping her. Or when I'm sitting on somebody's step, quote unquote, they like walk past me real quick, like I'm going to ask them for something. That made me feel real low. Like you say, that made me feel invisible, completely.
How does that make you feel as a Muslim?
Well, you have different types of Muslims.
Yes, I know.
Okay. Even kind of that young people don't think that you're supposed to be like him, but say I study hard. You know what I mean? And I know my religion.
Right.
I mean, it don't bother me at all because I know it.
Right.
I know about it. You know what I mean? I read a lot. You know what I mean? So I study a lot, and I teach her.
Yeah.
Even people come to me even while I'm on the streets and ask me to teach them because they know I know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So.
Did anything change in the attitudes toward people? Do people on the street know that you're Muslim? Okay, what is the attitude since 9/11?
Actually, I had 2 people since then didn't like me. But when I started talking to them, show them how I was, it changed their whole attitude.
Yeah.
Even towards Muslims.
Yeah.
Because they tell me they didn't like Muslims. This is white people on the street. They was telling me, white and black really, telling me, you know what I mean, I can't stand y'all. Y'all they think that we're terrorists. Calling me all kinds of names, but then I say, well, I appreciate y'all offering that, y'all talking to me, you know. But then they see me talking to other people, and the way I explain my situation to them, they change their whole attitude. Start taking me out to buy me something to eat.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because you have, like I said, there are different types of Muslims, you know.
Yeah.
And I changed their whole attitude around.
Okay.
Like they was better than me. Some treat me like.
We had one, excuse me, not to cut you. We had one incident like that. We was out, I mean, they on the street just like we was. We down in City Hall, right here in front of City Hall, 15th Market. So it was raining, you know, we was out there when it was raining, so you know, we go up under the underpass thing down there. And we had some lady come in there, turn up her nose, and like, you're in the same predicament we are, and you turn up your nose and talking trash here, man. Ain't nobody got no names on this stuff down here, you know. Well, we looked over, I said, baby, don't go, don't feed it, you know what I mean? Let's walk down a little farther somewhere, whatever, you know. But it's really sickening.
Yeah.
How people would treat you like
But we
that.
had some good people.
I was talking to you earlier, and you had mentioned that you were using. Okay, what drugs are you using?
Okay.
Cocaine? Yeah. The crack? Anything
Correct.
else?
No.
That's it?
Alcohol.
And alcohol?
Well, see,
And how does that? How do you justify that with your religion? Because I know Islam.
Because
I know Islam very well.
You sure you know it very well?
I've been living in a Muslim country for the last 4 years.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
I was born over there.
Yeah,
What
where?
country is living?
In Morocco.
Well, Morocco is different.
It's a little different.
It's a little different because I was in Morocco also.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how do you justify that with your religion?
Well, you know what? You will not find it nowhere, right? Let me tell you something. You will not find this anywhere in a Muslim religion. And listen, where it says you cannot indulge in whatever you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
Only thing it does teach us about, okay, is being kind, humbleness, and obeying God's word.
Mm-hmm.
And God's word does not say you can't go around doing what you want to do.
Kindness to strangers, humility.
That's right.
Exactly.
That's right.
In the Quran, I read something about intoxications and stuff.
That's listen. It said, do not go into prayer
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
intoxicated. See,
Yeah.
that means you can't pray when you're high.
Right.
See, because even the followers of Allah and Muhammad, right? They got drunk.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And they drink. You know what I mean? On after Ramadan during the feast.
Mm-hmm.
So it doesn't bother me.
Okay.
But it bothers some other brothers. It bothers them because they like the knowledge that I have.
Mm-hmm.
And they say I should know better. I tell them I should know better than what? You know.
Mm-hmm.
But it doesn't affect my brothers or my sisters. It doesn't.
Yeah.
Because they still calling me for information.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's the kindest thing that anyone has ever
The
done to you on
Showed
the
us,
street?
Yeah.
showed us how to get something to eat.
Yeah.
We being first time homeless in the streets living, and we had this one gentleman
Yeah.
who told us where the soup kitchens was, you know, how to stay warm, you know, get the
Yeah,
cardboard boxes, and
Yeah.
we was laying on the
We was laying on the
cement
cement.
benches
Mhm.
in front of City Hall, and he was sleeping on the benches on the other side. You know, we talked, and you know, and made it feel comfortable. You know,
Mm-hmm.
don't get me wrong. I mean, it was more than I expected to be
Mm-hmm.
for me, and he was real sweet about
Yeah,
it.
because you had some of them down there that didn't want to tell you nothing, you know.
Yeah.
Plus, we just, like I said, we was new, and most of them knew each other and stuff like that. But Johnny was real nice. you
Yes,
know
he
what I'm
was.
saying? He had told us to go to this place, a Sunday breakfast.
Your Sunday breakfast
Something
on
like that.
13th and Vine,
Yeah.
somewhere for men to eat, and they accepted me too. They fed us breakfast in the morning. You know, he was real nice. It was a couple of nice homeless people down there.
Yeah.
Oh God. Oh. I was walking down Bond Street by the big parking lot going towards the Parkway. There was some keys laying on the ground. They went to a minivan. So when I walked past, a couple feet down, I seen the lady. And I said, "Miss, you dropped some keys?" And she was so happy.
Mm-hmm.
She said, "Oh, God bless you. Thank you so much. Thank you." I said, "Miss, I mean, you know, I seen you on the ground. I seen you. It looked hysterical. So I kind of figured they were yours, you know. Gave it to her. And she gave me $50.
She gave you $50. Incredible.
Someone gave me $100 bill.
Someone gave you $100 bill.
Someone does kind of things every day for us.
Yeah.
Every year. Some people take us out to eat.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So you always find someone that's willing to be kind.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And you're Muslim, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's part of your religion, you know, is being kind to the poor,
Exactly.
being kind
Yes.
to the homeless, and reaching out.
We help
So-
them too. We feed other homeless.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like Miss Brenda helped me. Like offer her hand out to me and don't look down on me. She always help her hand out to people.
You're talking about Miss Brenda Cooper.
Yes, sir.
Yes. And what about Councilwoman Janie Blackwell? Do you know her?
I heard of her.
Yeah. What have you heard about her?
She's a very nice lady.
Yeah. So I'm getting that from everybody. She's
Everybody,
awesome. She's an awesome lady.
She's helped. She extend her hand out to anybody.
Yeah.
That's what I've been hearing.
Okay.
When I needed help, some people helped me. But there is one, well, there is two women. There's two women that I can really say that really, really looks out for me.
Who are they?
City Councilwoman Janie Blackwell and Brenda Cooper.
What did Councilwoman Blackwell do for you?
City Councilwoman Blackwell. She is the sweetest woman. When I was homeless, sleeping in the subway, and that was the night that the cops came down there with the dogs. Janie Blackwell actually laid down her blanket and laid beside me and said, if you're going to arrest her, you're going to have to arrest me too.
And what happened?
They arrested her for us. She went to jail for her people.
And how did that make you feel that she would do that for you?
That made me feel like I was really, really wanted.
Yeah.
I mean, I respect Janie Blackwell to the fullest. Yes, I will respect her to the day she died or to the day I die. And the other woman, I call her my mother.
And who is that?
And her name is Miss Brenda Cooper. Brenda Cooper does a lot for me. She looks out for me like I was home, like she had me. Like I came out of her. That's the way she helped me. And she don't look down at people. You know, if I need anything, only thing I do is ask her if she do it, if she can. But once in a while I would go to Janie Blackwell and tell Janie that I'm hungry. And if she got some pizza left over in her office, she would bring it out to me while I'm sitting in the hallway in City Hall and say, you don't have to move nowhere. Eat it, and here's a soda, relax. If you want to take a nap, do it.
People like Miss Brenda, I think with a heart that she had, she needed a lot of these places. Because there's a lot of homeless people out there. When I was downtown, I seen so many people would love to be in a place like this. And I don't mind expressing how she made me feel coming here. Her, Miss Jackie, all of them. You know, if they could just have a lot of these places running by Miss Brenda and Miss Jackie, people would be so welcomed because that's how they made us feel as a couple. I mean,
What would the two of you like to do to change your situation?
What situation? Homelessness?
Yeah.
Whatever we can do.
I went to pre-educated, what they call it?
Prevention?
It's more like, it's a prevention, but a peer educator.
Okay.
I went to school for that to learn more about it. You know, and I got my certificate about it, and I started telling other people about it, and how you can live with it, and, you know, and I learned to accept it now. You know, and I'm not ashamed of it anymore.
But I know deep down inside, something inside me is going to click. And it's going to tell me it's over.
What would you like to say to the general public? You know, that would show them that homeless people aren't what they think they are.
Some of us homeless people, yes, I'm going to say me, okay? Some of us homeless people need your help very seriously. All of us are not bad. The people that you see walking around with dirty clothes on, talking to themselves. It's the people that's taking strong medication or been really messed up as they was doing it. Me, don't treat me like a stranger. Treat me the way you want to be treated. Because if you treat a homeless person bad, you are one day going to, I'm not saying for say, but you're going to be homeless too. You lose your job. You do this, you do that, and nobody else in your corner is going to help you. And like I always say, you're just a paycheck away from being where we are right now. Homeless, need a place to sleep, waiting for housing, hoping people will help us. Just look at us homeless people as being people just like you, because we have feelings too.
I would like to say, regardless how you look at people on the street, their appearance or the way they look or whatever it may be, you know, they're still human beings. Regardless of what the situation is, regardless of what circumstance it is, they deserve the same respect as you get respect. Like when you go to your job every day 9 to 5, you get respect. Oh, how you doing, Marty? How you doing, George? You know, give us the same respect. I know we put ourselves in bad situations. I know this is what we have to do. But we're not savages. We're not animals. We're human beings just like you are. So all I'm saying, just give us the respect. You know what I mean? Because how a person's appearance is, you know, if that person speaks to you, speak back. It's not going to hurt. It's not doing anything to harm me. You know what I mean? Just, you know, just give us a chance.
Okay.
You know what I tell a lot of young brothers?
Mm-hmm.
Don't be like me.
Yeah.
And my sons want to be like me.
Mm-hmm.
But I tell them, I talk to young people all the time. And I tell them, do not go around selling drugs. Even ones that sell drugs, some of them stop selling drugs.
Mm-hmm.
So I tell them, drugs lead you into places like this.
Yeah.
Jail.
Mm-hmm.
And homelessness. And I tell a lot of young brothers, man, don't go follow my footsteps. Don't follow footsteps, even of your brothers. If you see them doing this, don't do it. Mm-hmm. Do your own thing. Go back to school and go to work. And some of them do it. Someone comes to me and tell me, son, I got a job, man. I'm all right now. I got a job. I say, that's what's up.
Yeah.
And I go see him.
Okay.
Tell everybody that's gonna watch this, I hope if anybody out there got a drug problem, they can also get help also from the Rising House, like I'm trying to do.
Give God a chance. We did. And look where we at. We on our way to stardom, as far as I can see. Just don't give up. Just keep on trying. As long as you got support within yourself and God and your partner, if you have one, just hold on.
And
don't give up. There's nothing out here worth picking up or drink or drug. And we've been through the worst. And we haven't picked up and ain't planning on ever doing it again.
I'm like, for me, I'm like, just, you know, it's never gonna come to you if you don't. I mean, it's never come to you but a sleep with a dream, and they say whatever how they say it. But like, if you don't go out there and try to find or try to do something for yourself, it's not gonna come to you just like that. That's for me. Mm-hmm. You know, you guys be willing or to take suggestions and whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Anything else you'd like to add before I stop?
Love you, Miss
I love
Brenda.
you. What's your name again?
Ron.
I love you,
Ron,
Ron.
thank
And I really appreciate it.
you. Yes, thank you.